with us here tonight. My partner is Matt McChesney. Matt is a 6-year NFL vet. He played college ball at Colorado. And Matt and I do a lot of things together, including a Denver Broncos pregame show, The Truth, on 103.5 The Fox. We do that every Sunday before the Broncos game.
And I'm excited to be here this evening. This is a great Colorado high school rivalry. These two teams, there's no love lost. Last year was a 24-7 Grandview win over the eventual state champions, the Cherry Creek Bruins. So I know Coach Logan had this one circled. Regardless of all the success that Creek had last year after this game, I know for a fact that Dave Logan has this game circled on the calendar, and they are excited to get out here tonight and redeem themselves after a 24-7 beatdown last year at the hands of Coach Schultz and the Wolves.
Grandview with 10 straight playoff berths, 5-1 record going into this game, ranked number 9 in Colorado, as you can see right there. 8-6 against Cherry Creek, and as you said, Matt, last year they put a whooping on Cherry Creek, 24-6.
And Coach Schultz, Rick, has done a great job of just staying consistent. You know, new players come in and they don't rebuild here at Grandview, they reload. And he's done a great job of maintaining success, even with losing elite players to college football programs all over the country.
Cherry Creek, the number 1 team in the state of Colorado. Coach Dave Logan, a legendary high school coach here in Colorado. For those of you watching from around the country, Cherry Creek won the state championship last year, and I don't know how many state championships that has been for Dave, but I believe he's won state championships at 4 different schools here in the Denver metro area. Dave Logan is a legit high school legendary football coach and does a great job. And Cherry Creek, as you said, they want to get a little revenge tonight against Grandview.
As they do, and some might think, and myself included, that Coach Dave Logan may be the best football coach in the state of Colorado, period. I'm talking Broncos, I'm talking Buffs, I'm talking Rams. Coach Dave Logan is about as legit as it gets, folks. And his football team, you're going to see a very disciplined team, a team that plays hard, their assignment sound, and with the talent they have on defense, they should be in for a dogfight tonight. A nice, old-fashioned Friday Night Lights rivalry snobber knocker here on Streamer Sports, baby.
Last time we saw Cherry Creek was opening week. They played Pomona, beat Pomona. They have a new running back tonight since that first week. His name is Marquise Davis, number 26. We've watched some highlights of him here before the game. This kid is a big-time football player. He's a transfer from the state of Florida. Watch for him tonight. The quarterback for Cherry Creek is number 15, Joe Kaplis. For those of you in the Denver area, you probably know about his dad, Dan Kaplis, a personal injury lawyer and a longtime radio personality in Denver. Joe is what you would call a game manager as a quarterback and does a good job with that, and it's taken Cherry Creek not only to a state championship last year, but an undefeated record this year.
And he's the consummate leader. He did a great job last year of playing behind a very big physical offensive line. Guys like Joseph Bull Parker, who's down at CSU Pueblo, or Bryce Blair, their outstanding left tackle, who's now at the University of North Dakota. And this year, Kaplis is breaking in an entire new offensive front, and they have taken to him like a fish to water, and I'm excited to see Creek and Grandview this evening.
Charlie Scott will kick it off for Cherry Creek. That'll go to the back of the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Grandview Wolves.
Now, folks, you have a treat this evening as you get to watch the best defense in the state of Colorado, in my professional opinion, outlined by superstars all over the field. Number 32, Santino Marcoli, if I pronounce that correctly, is the ringleader out there. Only a junior, picked up another offer today from the University of Washington. But keep an eye on his running mate. The guy plays right next to him, number 2, Stephen O'Malley. Played strong safety last year for Dave Logan's Bruins. He's moved up to the will linebacker position, and he is a spark plug, an absolute playmaker. He's going to have his hands on the ball and be around the ball all night this evening. Keep your eyes on those two outstanding linebackers.
Have an injured player on the field for Grandview on the opening kickoff. He was trying to crawl off the field, made it about 10 yards from his own sideline and gave up on that idea and is being treated right now.
Never like seeing that, especially on the opening kickoff.
Beautiful night for football here in Colorado. It has been an amazing late summer and fall in Colorado, and the weather continues. 55 degrees here at kickoff, and looks like the player is going to be okay. As you can see, very little wind, 2-mile-an-hour wind, clear skies. Looking at the flag, it's not moving at all. So perfect weather to play football here at Legacy Stadium in Aurora, Colorado.
Cherry Creek comes out in a bear front. 5 men at the line of scrimmage to start off the contest.
Gunnar Lamphere, the quarterback from the I formation for Grandview, is going to throw on first down and incomplete. That would have been an easy first down for Grandview. Intended receiver looked like Quinn Stokes, the tight end.
And Stokes has got to come up with that catch. A great play call by Cole Schultz. Right off the bat, moving the pocket and using the aggressive mindset that they have on the other side of the ball, Cherry Creek that is, against them. You got to convert that, no doubt.
Second down and 10. Just getting underway here in Aurora, Colorado. Handoff. Nice little pickup there on that second down run by Grandview. That was number 7, Hayden Bluebaugh, the tailback, on the carry.
Grandview comes out in a bunch formation, trips to the field, motion Bluebaugh. He gets the reverse carry, and Creek does a good job of stretching him out, although Grandview did pick up 9. It is 3rd and 1.
They're going to hand it off. He's got a little bit of room, but a nice tackle there in the open field. Number 8 for Cherry Creek, Anthony Barron. Nice open field tackle.
And that's a huge play. That's a 3rd down stop, and that's definitely going to be a plus on the grade sheet for Barron, flying up from his safety position and making a solid tackle on the ball carrier. You would think 3rd and 1 would be a convertible down for Grandview, but great job by Cherry Creek's defense right off the bat.
So 3 and out for the Wolves. And the punt's going to be down right there about the 39-yard line, just shy of the 40. Great field position for Cherry Creek.
And this is something we saw the last time we were on Stream at Sports here, Rick. Pomona and Creek. Creek was constantly in great field position. They were starting at either the -40 or the +40. They were always getting the ball in a positive place on the field so they could go down and really institute their game plan right off the bat and not have to worry about being backed up. Once again, they're on the +40-yard line, or they're backed up into the 40-yard line. Nothing but opportunity in front of the Creek Bruins.
Kaplis with the pitch. Back to the tailback. Looks like Riley on the carry. About a 6-yard pickup right there. Ashton Riley, senior running back. You're going to see a lot of Marquise Davis here tonight, too, the other running back for Cherry Creek. 5-yard pickup.
Running back by committee here for Dave Logan's Bruins. Keep your eye on number 12, Amon Johnson, as well, especially when they get inside the green zone, the 30 and in. When they get inside the red zone, he is absolutely their number 1 target. Couple touchdowns on the year already for the big wide receiver.
A lot of talent on this team for Cherry Creek.
Definitely.
And they do rotate in a lot of guys. Handoff again to Riley. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great play.
Nice stand there by the Wolves defense. That was number 23.
Jenkins doing a great job.
Thomas Jenkins.
Great job of knifing in and making that play in the backfield. They do motion with number 10, Dante Sparaco, and Grandview's not fooled at all.
3rd down and 5 from the 45-yard line for Cherry Creek. Clock running under 10 minutes already here in the first quarter. Shotgun. Kaplis fumbles the snap. That ball's on the ground. And Grandview has that football. They picked it up. DeAndre Shorts. Yes, being congratulated there at the 40-yard line by his teammate. Grandview gets the first turnover of the game.
And you wouldn't expect that from a veteran like Joe Kaplis. His eyes obviously down the field in the shotgun. You see him take his eyes off the ball as it is shotgun snapped to him, and that's a big-time mistake by a veteran quarterback, something for them to fix. Grandview's got the ball now in great field position.
See if they can do something with it, and they better.
You definitely need points against this Cherry Creek team.
Throwing on first down, and oh, what a catch down there at the 10-yard line. Wow. What a catch. Marcus Lawrence came up with that football. That looked like a big-time NFL catch right there. He went up and got that football.
The 6', 175-pound senior making a highlight reel tape or a highlight reel catch here and putting great tape out there for himself. That's a big-time play inside the red zone.
Ooh. Quarterback keeps it. No, that was, I believe that was, who kept that ball? Was it Blue Bar or the quarterback? I couldn't tell.
Great job by the Creek defense, though, assaulting the other side of the line of scrimmage. Evan Michaels, number 32, Santino Marcali in the backfield again. I'm telling you, this Creek defense is active. They are fast. They know their assignments, and they are nasty at the point of attack.
Gunnar Lamphere goes under center. 2nd down and 9. Rolling to his right, throws it back into the end zone. Wide open, touchdown, Grandview. The Wolves get on the board first. Hayden Bluebaugh, the tailback.
Grandview doing a great job. You saw this on the first play of the game. Coach Schultz moving the pocket. They show Cherry Creek the same kind of look. They fake the pitch. They move the pocket. Bluebaugh sneaks out the back door. Nothing better than a nice little throwback, and Grandview's on the board right now. Cherry Creek's got to be a little stunned on their heels early in the ballgame.
No kidding. Extra point attempt here by Grandview to try to make it 7-0. Kick is up right through the middle of the uprights, and the Wolves take the lead 7-0 here at Legacy Stadium in Aurora. Brought to you by Sports Authority, supporting high school athletics across Colorado. Thank you, Sports Authority, for supporting high school football and Stream It Sports. Rick Lewis here with Matt McChesney. Good to be with you here tonight. A beautiful night, 55 degrees. We're in Aurora, Colorado. And whenever Matt and I work together, literally anything can happen. So,
yes.
I mean, we're working without a net. You know, and it is a little tricky doing high school football for those of you that are watching. And, I mean, the numbers are a little hard to read from where we are, especially the Grandview uniforms.
Yeah, blue on gray is an optical illusion for the big guy.
Makes it a little tough from way up here in the press box. So bear with us a little bit on that. All right, here's the kickoff. That's going to be returned by Creek from the 2-yard line. Breaks a couple of tackles, crosses over the 20.
Stanley.
Dimitri Stanley, yep.
Sophomore wide receiver, doing a good job bringing it out in plus territory. You always want to try and get past the 20-yard line to give yourself a little bit better starting field position. Good job by the young sophomore. I want to tell you about the Colorado Media School. Start your career in video production, sports broadcasting, media sales, or audio production by signing up today. Visit beonair.com for details. The Colorado Media School, proud sponsor of Stream Sports.
Right on. Kaplis with the pitch. That's Riley once again. Tackled for maybe a couple of yards there. He got about a 2-yard pickup.
And Grandview is fantastic at stringing you out. They have 2 very active rovers, and they serve as outside linebackers. So that 3-3-5 look is really a 3-5-3. Those rovers close down on the line of scrimmage. And if you want to go lateral against this defense, you better outrun them, and that doesn't happen often.
Kaplis handoff again to Riley. Has a little hole and scoots up to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Grandview playing Cherry Creek tough here so far, and up 7-0.
And they always do. You know, last year, as we said at the open of the show, 24-7 Grandview victory. And after that, it really propelled Cherry Creek towards a lot of momentum, fixing a lot of problems they had, and it propelled them to a state title.
Big 3rd and 2 here for the Grandview defense.
Number 10, Sparacco in motion.
They're going to hand it off. Riley, he's pretty close to the first down. Looks like they gave him a pretty good spot.
Second effort may have given him the spot. Good job by number 6. Keep churning those legs.
First down and 10 for the Bruins. Where's our guy Marquise Davis we talked about?
Running back by committee. They're going to be shuffling him in as the night goes on. I would expect them to pound the rock this evening, so they're going to need a lot of bodies to carry it. That Cherry Creek offensive line is going to get a lot of work.
Kaplis rolling to his right, throws, incomplete. Looking for Dimitri Stanley right there on the sideline.
And this is something everybody needs to look out for this evening. Grandview is a big-time pressure front defense. They like to hit A-gaps. They love to assault the middle of the offensive line in order to get the quarterback off the spot. Kaplis is a pocket passer. So look for the Grandview defense. A lot of movement by the line and a lot of knifing and attack points by the linebackers hitting the A and B gaps throughout the evening.
This time under center, 2nd down and 10. Kaplis hands off to Riley again, and he's thrown for a loss. Nice defense there. Number 12, Garrett Golding.
And right now, and maybe this is just my opinion, but from a bird's eye view up here in the press box, Grandview looks to be a little bit more ready to play the football game to open. They've got a lot of passion. They're playing with a lot of heart. They're getting fired up. They are assaulting the line of scrimmage on the other side. You saw Golding there. He's making the play in the backfield. You're looking at a 14-yard first down here for Cherry Creek. This is not a good spot.
Kaplis has to throw 3rd and long. He does. Gets it loose and complete.
Wow.
First down. Nice throw by the senior quarterback, Joe Kaplis.
Owens does a great job of knowing where the sticks are and breaking his out route 3 yards in front of the sticks. Kaplis roping that one out there. That was a big-time throw and huge conversion for Cherry Creek. You do not want to give the ball back to Grandview at that point with all the momentum from the score and turnover.
Ball spotted right about the 45-yard line of Cherry Creek. Riley from the pistol, and Kaplis the quarterback. Riley the lone running back.
Had a false start at the top of the screen. The young wide receiver, number 14, Stanley, jumped.
They're going to march it back 5 yards. First down and 15 for Cherry Creek. 5:59 to go here in the first quarter. And Grandview up 7-0 on the number 1 team in the state of Colorado. Kaplis under center. One running back, that's Riley. Fullback goes in motion, sets, handoff to Riley. Gets stopped at the line of scrimmage again. The Wolves playing tough defense.
Grandview is really controlling the line of scrimmage right now. The motion by the H-back, Trevor Brown, into the backfield didn't fool anybody right there. Grandview's ready for that physical run game Dave Logan is trotting out on the field. Number 77, Big Evan Gill, definitely needs to be the point for Cherry Creek this evening. The right tackle is a big old space mover, and that hog needs to get eaten tonight if Cherry Creek's going to be successful.
2nd and 15 from the 40-yard line for the Bruins.
Another big formation here, Rick.
Kaplis hands off to Riley, gets tripped up right about the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a couple-yard gain.
Number 24, LaFlemme right there, got in the backfield, knifed the C gap right in front of Gill, number 77, Dante Sparacco, number 10, playing tight end this evening for Cherry Creek. Those two have got to do a great job on what is called a tray block there, moving the defensive end off the point to allow the running back to hit the second level.
Another 3rd and long for Cherry Creek. Kaplis looking, throws, complete, but it's short of the first down. They did cross over the 50-yard line, but they're going to come up about 2-3 yards short, it looks like, from where they're going to spot it.
And that's why you don't want to jump off sides. Without the offsides penalty, that is a conversion, and they are moving the sticks. Instead, the punt team's on the field, and we'll see what Dave Logan's defense can go out and do with reverse field position here. They're flipping the field on Grandview.
Defense holds again. Good snap, gets off a pretty good punt. Going to be fielded down there at about the 15-yard line and down right there. It was Dominic Chapa, senior defensive back, fielded that punt. This is a beautiful stadium here. I think this is got to be one of the nicest stadiums in the state of Colorado.
It has to be.
And the press box, everything too. And they're serving gumbo back here.
Which is fantastic.
It smells delicious. It's a great place. Good hospitality here.
Any place that feeds me.
Always
we're
good.
Friends. Not going to lie. You feed me, we're probably going to be friends.
It's a simple formula with you.
Very, very easy. It's the way to my heart.
Gunnar Lamphere, the quarterback, from the I formation.
Another bear front for Creek as well.
Play action, rolling, under pressure, goes down. And he had no time to throw that football that time. He was brought down by number 25, Austin Cooper, senior linebacker.
And Cooper's the third head on that three-headed monster at linebacker. Some would say he might be the most athletic out of the three. He did a great job right there of attacking the upfield shoulder and not allowing the quarterback to pump and get him off the ground. You always run through the queue when you get an opportunity, and Cooper did just that.
Is there an airport right here?
I don't know. That sounded like a fighter jet to me.
We just had a plane go like right over the press box.
It's pretty awesome.
Are we in the flight path of something? I don't know. Weird. All right. Grandview hands off. No gain. No gain on that play.
And Trevor Fillo didn't make the play there, but he did make the play, and this is why. He stood up the double team, he held his ground, and he forced the back to bounce outside. If the defensive line can create a wall and force the back to run the V and hit the corners on the tackles' butts, it's going to be a really, really long night for Grandview because Creek is so fast they can spread them out all over the field.
Creek's got them trapped down there on their own 5-yard line. No room for error down here.
Might be smart to just run the ball up the middle, take the L, punt the football, and let your defense get back on the field.
3rd down and 19, and a penalty is going to be called here.
Grandview down there cut blocking.
Delay of game. Half the distance.
Back him up even more. It's a real tricky spot for a young offense and a quarterback that's getting his first chance to start this year. You definitely don't want to make a mistake. This is where Creek feasts. Creek is always making plays off other people's mess-ups.
Lamphere, the quarterback, is a junior, 6'1", 165 pounds. He's going to hand it off, runs it up the middle, safe play. And they're going to have to be punting from deep in their own end zone there.
Big number 99, David Amola, outstanding nose tackle for Cherry Creek, doing a good job of eating up the A-gap and making a play. Most important part of this play upcoming is the long snapper getting the ball to the punter and protecting the inside gaps. If you're going to get pressure, get it from the edge.
The punter back there almost standing on the line.
Nice kick.
Going to be returned from about the 42-yard line for Cherry Creek. Makes a move. Oh, wow. Big hit put on him there, and there's a penalty thrown. Javier Kraft returned that.
And Kraft is one of the top returners and corners in the state of Colorado. Has locked down some of Colorado's best receivers, from Heritage's Tim Pless to last week Overland's Sam Warren. He's done a great job of taking on the other team's best player at the receiver position. And the opening game of the year when they played Heritage, he had one of the most electrifying punt returns for a touchdown I've seen in a long time. Kid has got big-time talent.
He was just about to put a stiff arm on somebody, and somebody whacked him. He went down hard.
Took a shot.
We'll see what the call is here. A hold against Cherry Creek. And a block in the back. Wow, that's a costly penalty right there.
Absolutely.
Wow. They're going backwards.
Negates a good 15, 20-yard gain by Kreft and pushes Creek back again. A great punt with the penalty added on, and Creek's looking at some pretty bad starting field position retrospectively.
Sports Authority supporting high school athletics across Colorado. All things sporting good. Go to sportsauthority.com. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes 5 seconds here in the first quarter. From Legacy Stadium in Aurora, Colorado, Grandview up 7-0. Great field position for Cherry Creek. Despite that penalty, they're starting their drive almost midfield.
Do not be surprised if you see Creek take a big-time shot here. They're right in the middle of the field. Coach Logan is not afraid to air it out. And number 12, Amon Johnson, their big play guy, is on the field.
There he is right there, Coach
Amen.
Dave Logan. He's the man right there.
Great football coach, great leader of men, and like I said at the beginning of the broadcast this evening, I consider Dave Logan to be the best coach in the state of Colorado, and that goes for the Broncos, the Buffs, and the Rams, in my opinion.
Dave played wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, and at that time, he was a huge wide receiver. And he's still a big man.
The best mustache in the game.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
He was on my show this week, and we pointed that out to him,
Yeah.
his football card.
Oh, man, it's amazing.
Yeah, that was quite the cookie duster there that Dave was sporting for his entire career.
I'm telling you
I might
what.
point out. All right, Kaplan's going to hand it off. Riley's got some room to run. Picks up about 9 yards on that carry.
And there you go. Big number 77, Evan Gill, getting nasty there at the point of attack, and Riley hitting it right off the edge of his hip and exploding up the field for a nice gain.
2nd and 1 from the 43.
Big time waist down here, folks. Waist down, 2nd and 1. You know Coach Logan can get 3rd and 1. Do not be surprised right now if they take a shot. GTFB if you're Grandview. Keep your eyes out of the backfield.
Oh, they're going to hand it off to the fullback.
Playing it safe.
And he got stopped, looks like just short. They may have to measure this depending on the mark. Yeah, they're going to say he's short, so it's going to be 3rd down in about a half a yard. So far, Cherry Creek playing it pretty safe offensively.
And they go jumbo. You see the nose tackle, big number 99, David Amola coming in the game. The outstanding defensive end and team leader for them, the junior John Van Diest, is in the game.
Kaplis, quarterback sneak. Did he get it? Barely. Well, you could see that coming, couldn't you?
Yeah, when they go big and they put their 3 defensive hosses in the backfield, they're usually going to follow them or sneak.
All right, that's good for a 1st down for Cherry Creek.
One thing Creek has been great at all year is not only winning football games as they're undefeated, but eating clock. Their defense is only on the field for, half of what other defenses are because the offense eats up so much clock.
It's first quarter going by fast. We're under a minute already here in the quarter. Now both Grandview and Cherry Creek pointing fingers at each other. Looks like it's going to go against Grandview. Jamal Curtis. Neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5.
Curtis is a good-looking player. He's made some plays out there already this evening. Big senior defensive end, tight end. Very versatile kid. You can do anything on 1st and 5, Rick. This is a great down and distance for Dave Logan's Bruins.
23 seconds clock running here in the first quarter. Kaplis with the snap, looks to throw, and he gets hit right on his knee.
Wow.
And goes down. The ball's on the ground again. What happened there? Did he? They called him down, I think.
Might need to see a replay of that one, Phil.
That's the. They're calling that an incomplete pass. I'd like to see that. Here's your replay. Kaplis.
He's
wow.
down.
Yeah, he was down.
He's definitely down. That should be a sack on the play. It's not a fumble or an incompletion. That should be a sack. And then, it's a miss by the refs. Another A-gap blitz by Grandview. Number 31 was knifing in there. They got to sew that up if you're Creek.
Riley with the handoff. It's going to be short of the first down. We have the benefit of the replay here. He was obviously down on that play, so tough break for Grandview. Almost looked like a fumble, too.
Grandview is just assaulting the LOS, the line of scrimmage right now. They are in the backfield almost every play. Creek has got to figure out a way to close down the A and B gaps. So it's going to be another long night for the Bruins.
Cherry Creek 6-0 coming into this game against 5-1 Grandview. We'll take a break at 7-0 after the first quarter. You're watching the Game of the Week on Stream It Sports.
Gumbo.
We're back. Matt chanting gumbo,
Gumbo.
gumbo.
Oh,
You're cooking something right behind us here.
distracting me.
All right, it is 7-0 as we start the second quarter. Third down at 3. Joe Kapelis, the quarterback. And looks like somebody's jumped on the Cherry Creek line. That's going to penalize them again. Yep, false start. Cherry Creek with a pretty sloppy start to this game.
Looked pretty tight to me. Everybody needs to relax, take a deep breath, understand this is not last year's football game, and go execute. Coach Logan has put a good plan together. You've got the best defense in the state. Offense just needs to relax and execute.
Now you got third down and 8. They're going to hand it off to Riley. He's got a little bit of room, but he's going to come up well short of the first down. So that penalty really hurts Cherry Creek.
I'm telling you, man, Cherry Creek has got to change up the snap count or find a way to confuse Grandview a little bit, because the linebackers are essentially timing up the snap count and hitting both A-gaps right when the ball is snapped, and it is totally annihilating the integrity of the run game for Cherry Creek.
Bruins going to punt from about midfield. This is where the punter will kick it. And that ball is going to be kicked into the end zone. You know what? I'm pretty impressed, Matt, with Grandview so far tonight. Keep in mind, they're playing the #1 team in the state. And they're outplaying them right now.
And they don't care. Grandview does not care that Cherry Creek is ranked #1. There's not a kid on Grandview's sideline that is scared of anybody on Cherry Creek's sideline. A lot of teams in 5A football, Cherry Creek walks on the field and they've lost before the game even started. Grandview knows they can beat this football team. They did it last year. They dominated the state champion. So they know they can do it, and they're asserting their will again this evening.
I'm impressed. They'll take over right there at the 20. Handoff's going to probably lose a yard.
That defense, boy, I'm telling you what.
They're
Cooper,
snarly.
Cooper, Santino, Van Diest, Demola, O'Malley, Kraft. I mean, they are just loaded top to bottom with college football talent all over the place. Special unit.
Number 32 there, Santino Marchiol. He's only a junior. You could see him trying to strip the running back of the football. Very aggressive.
Multiple Division I offers. Washington offered him today.
Nice. Lamphere with the run is going to be short, about 2 yards from the first down, but a nice pickup there by the junior quarterback. Washington offered Marchiol already?
Yes, sir. Florida State, Colorado, Washington. He's got multiple offers all over the country, and he deserves it. He's a great linebacker prospect. His father played for many years in the NFL and has done a great job developing his son and teaching him the nuances of the position. Santino has a bright future.
Lamphere's going to pitch it on the third down. They're going to pick up the first down and more.
Great play call.
Running free down there to almost the 45-yard line.
And that, folks, is just a great example of tape study. They knew Creek was going to blitz right there. They saw the stack. They saw Van Diest move and stand up. And when they pinched that side, they tossed it out. So they're running into the blitz. And because of that, Cherry Creek voids an area, and Grandview fills it. That was a great play call by Schultz.
Nice run by the junior blue ball. One cut and go.
Blue ball's got some wheels. Good-looking player.
They pick up a first down. Looking good. Grandview from the shotgun. Completion. About a 5-yard pickup there.
Short pass to number 19,
Gunnar Gentry, sophomore wide receiver.
Good tackle by number 31, Zach Wood, using the sideline as an extra defender and forcing the wide receiver to play through him rather than setting up near the sideline and giving him the field.
Second down, just about midfield. I formation. Tailback with the handoff. Hit in the backfield. Blue ball tackled for maybe a half a yard loss on that play. Jake Pesdertz, junior linebacker, made the stop.
You won't miss 35. He's got a massive neck roll, and he is flying around.
That neck roll is always a good look. It always makes you look bigger than you really are.
Love it.
I tried to wear one in high school.
How'd that go?
I look good. Yeah, I look big.
Not surprising.
Pitch back. Blue ball. Good looking runner, man. He's close to a first down. This is going to be real close depending on the spot.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing here from Grandview's running attack and how they've schemed this up. They're assaulting the interior of the defense, getting 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, and then they go and attack the edges with a combination of jet sweeps, tosses, different variations to get their athletes in space. And it seemed to be working up to this point. I know they're punting the ball right now, but it's a good play. They're switching field position again, and they're going to back Creek up and make them go the distance of the field.
They're going to go for it on 4th down and 2 here. We'll see if they really snap the ball. They're going to maybe try to get Cherry Creek to jump here, but they call a timeout.
Let me tell you about the Colorado Media School. Start your career in video production, sports broadcasting, media sales, or audio production by signing up today. Visit beonair.com for more details and check out the Colorado Media School, a proud sponsor of Streaming Sports and Friday Night Lights.
It's Rick Lewis here with Matt McChesney. This is the game of the week, number 1 against number 9. So far, number 9 dominating the first half here against Cherry Creek. And a big 4th down and 2 here for Grandview. Trying to keep this drive going. And I'll be interested to see if they really snap the football.
They could definitely be getting Cherry Creek to try and jump off sides here. So if you're a Creek defender, hold your water. Watch the ball.
Looks like they're going to punt it. Bad snap. Punter gets off a pretty good kick considering the snaps. Fumble down there at the 15-yard line and picked up by Cherry Creek. Man, it's been a sloppy first half for Cherry Creek.
And Kreft, number 1, one of the elite kick returners in the state of Colorado. You can see him duck his head right here and look at the coverage, and because of that, he takes his eye off the ball. He should probably, inside the 20 like that, be given the illusion of a fair catch, sticking his hand up and letting the ball go over his head and roll into the end zone. Trying to make a play. Sometimes when you're trying to make a play, you end up making a mistake, and that's what happened there. Very fortunate to fall on the ball.
Anthony Barron fell on that football.
A little bit of hustle there by number 8.
Kaplis pitches it back to Riley. Tries that right side. Nice gain on first down.
Again, assaulting the left side of the Grandview defensive line, right behind big number 77, Gill.
Going to call that penalty on the defense. Dominic Chapa.
What was that called? Was
I'm
that
not sure what it was.
On defense?
It's kind of what it looked like.
That
what?
Block below the waist, number 2 of the defense. Block.
Okay.
Below the waist.
Is that D-Mac, is the referee there? Looks like Darren McKee.
Oh, we got to get a picture of him now.
Sorry, D-Mac.
How do you block below the waist on defense?
I don't get that. I don't know what that call was.
That's another missed call, in my opinion, by the refs this evening. Not to be too hard on the Zebras.
Handoff on first down. Riley spinning for a yard gain on that play. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure out what that was. All I know is on number 2.
You see number 31, DeAndre Shorts, running off the field, and his helmet came off. 31 has been flying around the first quarter and a half here at Legacy Stadium, assaulting the A-gap over the center. They've got to figure that out if they're Cherry Creek.
Not only that, he has a cool name.
He does, DeAndre Shorts.
Yeah. It's way cooler than Rick Lewis.
Or Matt McChesney.
Might change my last name to Shorts. Thinking about it.
Hey.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Matt
You only
Shorts.
live once. Matt, I crap my shorts.
All right, nice play by the Grandview defense, man. Grandview is playing these guys tough, giving Cherry Creek all they want. Ashton Riley, 3rd down and 9. He lost a yard on the play.
And again, they're timing up the snap count. They are hitting gaps on the backside that the offensive line is not picking up. Squeeze pressure. Anybody that steps inside the defensive lineman that's over you, you've got to take the most dangerous man, and your buddy next to you has to come with you. So, again, there needs to be some big-time halftime adjustments. Just hope they can survive the next 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
First half flying by. Kaplis wants to throw. He's under pressure, gets it off. And that is overthrown or underthrown. I can't tell which. He either overthrew his receiver by 10 yards or underthrew the other one by 10.
You can't come out in dual running back formations like that with 2 guys adjacent who are there strictly to protect and then get beat like that on an outside blitz when they're not blocking anyone. There's got to be some communication errors down there on the field. I'm sure that Coach Logan is going to try and fix this here at halftime.
Fair catch. Oh, and he fumbled it. Looks like he may have fell on his own fumble.
Man.
About the 25-yard line.
Everybody's playing tight tonight.
All right, 7-0 with 6:32 to go here in the first half. I want to thank Sports Authority supporting high school athletics across Colorado. Sports Authority, all things sporting good. And you can listen to Matt and I, by the way, Sunday morning. We'll be on the air at 9 o'clock on 103.5 The Fox here in Denver, Colorado. The Truth, our pregame show for the Denver Broncos.
Broncos versus the Browns before the Broncos hit the bye week. Much needed bye week. That team's beat up.
Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Lamphere dragged down after about a 5-yard gain.
Cooper doing a good job of wrapping up the quarterback off the zone read look, getting him on the ground. But that's the difference. Grandview's getting 5 yards a pop on first down, and Creek is getting 2 yards, and then on 2nd and 3rd, they're backing up because of the pressure.
2nd and 5. We are now under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Lamphere rolling to his right, looking, throwing downfield. He's got a man open, underthrew him. He had a receiver open.
And there's a flag on the field. Personal foul face mask on Creek, so that'll be 15 yards.
There you go.
Every time Grandview is throwing the ball this evening, they have moved the pocket, so it's something to think about and adjust to if you're Creek. Great call by D-Mac there.
Yeah, D-Mac got that one right.
D-Mac's doing a hell of a job as a ref tonight.
All right, 5:50 to go.
I'm sorry, there's no joking allowed. Sorry, no fun. Get serious, Rick.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.
Have another Red Bull.
I like Red Bull.
All right, that's first down from their own 45. Grandview with plenty of time here to get something on the board before the half, and they really played a pretty good first half. The carry there by Dominic Chapa, and maybe got a yard.
Number 24, Reed Weber, doing a great job of, again, using the sideline to his advantage and forcing the ball carrier out at the sticks, stringing out the play and making a nice tackle.
2nd and 9. We're here at Legacy Stadium in Aurora, Colorado. It's a beautiful night for football. It was 55 at kickoff. Perfect temperature.
No wind.
No wind at all. Lamphere with the handoff. Blue ball. Got some room over the 40, the 35. He's running free down the sidelines. He's going to be tackled right down there about the 11-yard line. He got run down. Javier Kraft ran him down, but Bluebaugh, the good-looking running back.
And Trevor Fillo, number 58, he comes on a blitz. You see all Cherry Creek's linebackers at the second level moving around, and he misses Bluebaugh in the backfield right there. And Bluebaugh shows great burst and almost outruns a guy who runs legit 4.44 speed in Kraft. That is one heck of a play right there for Grandview. And again, just beating up Creek at the line of scrimmage, man. I did not expect this.
Kraft about the only guy that could have caught him on that play. Lamphere's going to keep it, roll to his right, throws into the end zone, caught for a touchdown. Wow.
And they move the pocket once again. Quarterback on the move, stretching out Cherry Creek's defense, and they beat one of the best linebackers in the state, Santino McCauley, for a touchdown. What a play.
Nice throw on the run by the junior quarterback, too. Here, take a look at it. Quinn Stokes makes that catch, and Grandview on the board again here, trying to go up 14-0.
Wow, what a play.
High snap, kick is up, kick is good. 14-0. Number 9, Grandview handing it to Cherry Creek here in the first half. And Cherry Creek, the number 1 team in the state of Colorado, they must have missed their wake-up call.
Grandview is not scared, and I love the variety of play calling. And they are hitting them with something different, it seems. Almost every play, they seem to be really, really structured on what they're trying to do in certain situations. I love the way they're moving the pocket. They're putting a lot of pressure on Cherry Creek to read their key and stay square and do their job rather than just be a playmaker. And you're looking at a team up right now, 14-0 on the defending state champion, the number 1 team in the state. Right now, Creek has really got some soul searching to do. Who's going to step up and make a play, but also who's going to do their job first?
Head coach John Schultz of Grandview got his team ready to play here tonight, 14-0. 5:27 here in the first half. Cherry Creek. The short kick's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 27. But Cherry Creek with a pretty sloppy first half here, and it just looks like they haven't shown up yet.
Again, it looks like they're really tight. It seems to me, at least from up here in the press box, everybody's trying to make a big play every time they touch the ball, rather than just the natural progression of the game of doing your job, getting what you can get, and then making sure you're ready for the big play when it comes.
1st and 10, 28-yard line. Kaplis, plenty of time, throws.
Straight drop.
Right down the middle, overthrows his receiver at about the 30-yard line. He had plenty of time to throw the football. The receiver wasn't really open.
And Owens was running stride and stride with the corner, who did a great job of not biting. There was no play action. It was a straight drop by Kaplis, and the corner did not bite at all on the first down deep pass.
2nd and 10. Grandview defense playing lights out here in the first half.
Creek is trips to the field at the top of the screen.
Kaplis going to throw again, looks that way, throws, complete. Oh, nice stick.
What a hit.
Who was that?
Oh.
Number 15.
Wow.
Marcus Lawrence, senior defensive back, 6'1", 175. Look at this. Wow. Now that is form tackle right there. That's how they teach it at 6'0" strength gym.
Amen. James Harold right there, number 87 for Creek, needs to figure out if he dropped his mouthpiece on that one. That was an absolute slobber knocker right there.
See how I worked your gym in there, too?
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good, I thought.
Not bad.
All right, 4:42. in the first half. Kaplis throws. Now he complete, and another big hit down there. But it looks like a first down. He hit number 87, James Harold, and that is going to be a first down for Cherry Creek.
And that's back-to-back catches by Harold, doing a great job of securing the catch. Yeah, if he's gonna take a big hit, you know what? By all means, catch the ball. So hats off to Harold, converting on third down, catching the rock, taking a shot, and lining back up again. What you want from a possession receiver.
This time Kaplis hands off. Ooh, another big hit right there at the line of scrimmage. Garrett Golding, number 12.
Ooh. And again, Grandview timing up the snap count and just knifing A-gaps. Watch this.
Watch this.
They're in the backfield. There's so many guys at the line of scrimmage. The Creek is confused up front on who they're supposed to block. There's no consistency in the zone scheme that they're trying to run. The offensive line needs to think of themselves as one unit, one person, rather than 5 individuals. You can't play checkers, man. You got to play chess.
Timeout on the field, 3:53 to go. We'll take a break right here. It is 14-0 Grandview over Cherry Creek on Stream It Sports. All right, we're back. I threw in a little plug there earlier for my partner Matt McChesney Gym 6-0 Strength, where he trains a lot of football players, high school, college, NFL.
Yes, sir.
And does a heck of a job. I know you get a lot of kids scholarships too. A bunch of D1 kids came out of Matt's gym.
Absolutely.
60strength.com. 3:53 to go here in the first half. Cherry Creek, 2nd down and 9. Kaplis throws the ball, and that is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Grandview playing tough defense here tonight.
More pressure right off the bat. And look, it doesn't seem to me that Cherry Creek has rules for protection, because it's just taking inside pressure. Guys are walking into the gap. Once you break heel line, once the defender breaks the heel line of the defensive lineman, he's a big, and you've got to protect inside out. Right now, Kaplis can't even put his back foot in the ground and deliver the football because of face pressure.
I'm impressed with his Grandview football team. 3rd and 9.
Very aggressive bunch.
Another big 3rd down play here for Cherry Creek. Kaplis with a lot of time, gets off the throw, and a nice throw there by Joe Kaplis, complete for a first down.
That is a rocket. Great catch by Stanley, too.
There's a replay for you right here. Kaplis just steps back and spins that one.
And they protect
back shoulder.
They protect him. He doesn't get hit. He gets the opportunity to conduct the throw from the ground up. Good footwork, and it shows.
Riley with the carry. I've been waiting to see Davis in this game. I don't know if maybe he's a little banged up or what. But
no, he's a healthy, but they're not running the ball at all. If Joe Kaplis has to throw the ball 40 times tonight, it's not going to spell a lot of success for Cherry Creek. They have got to establish the run game in order to take pressure off number 15, who is getting hit every time he throws the ball right now.
2nd down and 10.
Not where you want to be, to say the least. Substitution here for Grandview.
Looks like Trey Wyndham lined up in the backfield now for Cherry Creek. They put another running back in. A pass blocker. Throws, incomplete.
This pressure by Grandview is real. They are moving the defensive line. They are slanting. They are stunting. They are stemming. They are bringing second-level pressure. And Creek is not handling it very well at all. You're going to see some big-time halftime adjustments by Coach Logan at halftime of this ball game. The first game of the season against Heritage, it was 7-7 at halftime, and the game turned out to be, or 7-0 at halftime, it turned out to be 31-0. So Coach Logan can definitely make some halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah. Don't write off the Cherry Creek team yet.
No,
14-0, they're down. But Kaplis under pressure again. He's going to keep it himself to the 40, the 35. Nice carry by the senior quarterback for a big first down for Cherry Creek.
Great pressure again by Grandview, but Cap was doing a great job of eluding and showing off those wheels. Everybody thought he was just a game manager. He looks like Michael Vick right there. Kaplis is out.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Nice run. There
Very
you go,
nice.
Joe.
Very nice, Joe.
Go, Joe. Got some wheels.
3:02 to go in the half. With Legacy Stadium here in Aurora, it's a nice night.
See if Grandview dials up some more pressure here. Look for the stacks at the top of the screen over wide receivers. They look to be man coverage now.
Pitch back to Riley. Tries that right side. Cuts it back in. Nice gain of about 5.
Nice job of Riley putting his foot in the ground, getting upfield. One cut and go, young man. One cut and go.
Clock running now, 2:44. Cherry Creek really needs to get on the scoreboard here before the half.
Got to protect the ball down here. Grandview is known for being in the plus of the plus minus on turnovers. Last year they were plus 24, plus 25. They do a great job of getting the ball. The bunch down here, don't be surprised if it's a toss. A lot of movement.
Play action, under pressure, Kaplis throws incomplete. He's being rushed as soon as he got the football. He had a Grandview Wolf all over him. Or is it Wolf?
Wolf?
Wolf. Wolf, yeah. Wolf.
The Wolves. The Wolves.
The Wolves.
I can't pluralize.
It's Wolves, but
the
it's
Lone Rangers.
Wolves. 2:14 here in the first half.
Grandview's discipline. Unbelievable discipline on defense for the Grandview Wolves. Doing a great job of staying home. Backside defensive end staying home, applying pressure on the rollout. That is great coaching and great discipline.
Big third down play here for Cherry Creek. They're going to hand it off to Riley. Riley going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards. Now you got fourth down and about 3 with 2 minutes to go. Clock is running.
Yeah, and this
They're
is
gonna go for it.
No-brainer. You got to go for this. Minute 50 left in the half. You're making Grandview go the entire length of the field pretty much if you don't get it.
Big play.
Don't be surprised if they try and bait him as
Pitches
well.
it back. Riley is going to be short of the first down. What a great stand by Grandview.
Coach Logan tries to institute the toss to the boundary, tries to get him on the snap count quick. Grandview's ready. Obviously, they've been studying the tape during the week, doing a great job coming up and securing the tackle. Have you seen Grandview miss a tackle yet?
Grandview, I'm very impressed with how they're playing on
Yeah.
defense. Very well coached
Big
defensive
time.
team.
I haven't seen him miss a tackle all night, and that's a testament to the coaching and also the amount of practice it takes. Because of the contact rules now and the concussion scare, you've got to be really careful on how much you pop during the week. You can tell that Grandview's done a great job of teaching tackling because they are not missing any.
1:37 to go in the half. I would play it pretty conservative here. You got a nice lead. It's almost halftime, and that looks like that's what they're going to do. And I don't blame them.
Run the clock out, even if you got to punt the ball. You know, one of the best coach I've ever played for, Herm Edwards, always used to say, it's not a sin to kick. We only want to give it to them if we kick, either kickoff or punt. That's the only way they get the football. So Grandview can run the clock out here and go in up 14. Defense is playing well. Offense is controlling the line of scrimmage. They're not making bonehead penalties, and they are tackling on defense. Very impressive by Coach Schultz's squad.
And we're under a minute to go now here in the first half. They hand it off again. Hayden Bluebaugh had a really good first half for Grandview. 45 seconds. Third down and 7. Grandview taking their time. They're on their own 25-yard line. Letting that clock run. 34. They'll probably let it run all the way down and then call a timeout. 25 seconds. Well, they're gonna snap the football here. 18. Pitches it back to the tailback. Blue ball has room at the 40-yard line and knocked down there at the 50 with 7 seconds to go.
And if I'm Grandview, I'm definitely taking a timeout. Maybe I can get a shot to the end zone here, put one of the big wide receivers out there and take a shot. Why not?
Look at this kid run the ball, man. Had a big hole there, too. I don't think Cherry Creek was expecting him to take that outside. But Grandview calls a timeout with 7 seconds to go now. They're at midfield.
Coach Schultz knows that every point is paramount, and if he's going to break off a 25-yard, 30-yard run here with 7 seconds left, we might as well take a shot to the end zone.
Excellent first half by the running back, Hayden Bluebaugh, number 7.
He's been churning out big old gainers the entire first half.
The junior listed at 6 foot 175, and obviously he can run. He's got some good wheels on him.
He's definitely catching my eye here. There's no doubt about that. The postseason All-Colorado team is about to be announced. November 18th is the banquet, the 6th year we've been doing the team, and it's going to be an amazing evening. Mark Schlereth, Stink, one of the iconic offensive linemen for the Denver Broncos, works for ESPN, is going to be the keynote speaker this year. It's going to be an incredible evening to honor the All-Colorado team, and I'm telling you, Bluebaugh is definitely turning some heads this evening. That's how you get seen. Make plays.
From the pistol. Lamphere going to take a shot. And he's going to keep it himself. Nobody open.
0.9 on the clock.
0.9. You can take one more shot at it.
Heady play by the quarterback. Nothing's there. I'm sure that he didn't plan for 0.9 on the clock, but very fortuitous for the big guy.
I think he was going for 0.1.
0.1?
He got close.
He did.
That was a smart play by the junior quarterback, who's also played a good first half here. Grandview really has outplayed Cherry Creek here in this first half, and it shows on the scoreboard, 14-0.
And Grandview's skill positions, quarterback, Bluebaugh, the running back, they're juniors. They're going to be coming back next year. They are really, really laying a very, very good foundation for future success here. Not only this evening and this year, but next year. They're going to be a scary squad.
Pistol formation. Lamphere is going to get swarmed under for a sack, and that's going to end the first half with the Grandview Wolves putting it on Cherry Creek 14-0. The number 1 team in the state's going to go into the locker room at halftime with a 14-0 deficit, and they're going to get an earful from their head coach Dave Logan, who, as you've mentioned several times, definitely one of the best coaches here in the state of Colorado.
No doubt about it.
He'll make some adjustments here at halftime.
And look, I've watched all of Cherry Creek's games this year, start to finish. I've studied the tape. We've broadcast a couple of them now. We've broadcast 6 quarters of Cherry Creek football. I have not seen anybody beat them up like this yet. This is an eye-opening first half for Cherry Creek. They've got to know they cannot walk into the second half of the season and the playoffs and play like this and expect to be successful. Grandview, there's blood in the water for these guys. They are not intimidated at all, and they are hammering Cherry Creek up front in this football game right now. Way more physical, and they are taking it to them, and it's good to see. There's something for Cherry Creek to fix and something for Coach Schultz to keep going here in the second half.
Very impressed, and here's something you probably didn't know. The Grandview Palm team that's out there in the field right now, always one of the top in the state and one of the top in the country. How would I know that, Matt? Well, my daughter was on the Chatfield Palm team, which is also one of the top programs in the nation. And the Grandview always good at that as well. We'll get a break here for halftime, and it looks like we got ourselves a game here, 14-0. Grandview over Cherry Creek on Stream It Sports. Got a big upset in the works here. Well, maybe not a big upset, Matt. This is the number 9 team, the Grandview Wolves, but they're beating Cherry Creek, the number 1 team and the reigning state champs.
And some would consider it an upset, but if Grandview does pull this off, I guarantee you they won't, because they did beat Creek last year 24-7, and you see them repeating the same kind of game plan they had last year, controlling the line of scrimmage, very aggressive on defense, multiple blitz looks, a lot of inside to out pressure, making life miserable for Caplis. He's getting hit almost every time he throws the ball. And the run game for Creek has been non-existent. So we'll see the adjustments that Coach Logan made at halftime and see if Creek can get back into this ball game.
Joe Caplis, the senior quarterback for Cherry Creek, from under center, is going to pitch it back to Riley. Short gain on that play.
Again, the man animal, DeAndre Shorts, making another play. 31 is all over the field. All over the field.
Good-looking player.
Absolutely.
Grandview really playing really well on defense. They have some players on that defensive side of the ball. I'm very impressed.
And Coach Schultz has done a great job of just keeping the same kind of scheme consistent so they don't rebuild, they reload over here at Grandview.
2nd and 7. Riley again gets hit in the backfield, struggled for about a yard on that carry. And Grandview comes out here in the second half.
Much of the same.
Firing on defense.
Again, just an absolute slaughter up front. The defensive line and linebackers, the 8 players that are committing to the line of scrimmage, Rick, are dominating Cherry Creek up front right now. If your running backs are getting hit in the backfield before they can even make a first cut or continue on their path, it's going to be a long night.
3rd down and 5. Kaplis going to throw.
Here they come again.
And he is sacked.
Wow.
He had about a half a second.
Guess who?
To get that ball off, and he couldn't get it off.
Number
and
31.
There's your guy once again, number 31, DeAndre Shorts.
DeAndre Shorts. Wow.
Senior linebacker, 5'9", 190. This kid can play.
And that's unabated to the quarterback, man. That is an A-gap pressure. The guard and the tackle both kick away from it. It's a total lack of communication, and it's so fixable if they would just find a way to fix it.
Kicking from their own goal line is Cherry Creek. It's going to be great field position for Grandview to start here in the second half. Well, we were looking to see what kind of adjustments Cherry Creek made at halftime, and it looks like more of the same here so far.
Look, I'm not going to try and get super schematic here on the broadcast for you, but a simple squeeze call is all they need. You've got a defensive lineman over the shoulder of the guard. The backer walks into the A-gap. He shows the possibility of blitzing. The guard's got to take that. The tackle's got to take the guard's responsibility, and you move forward. Creek is not making adjustments that they're going to need to make to win this football game, and now Grandview has got great field position again.
From their own 45, Gunnar Lamphere keeps it himself, and he's throwing for a 2 or 3 yard loss on the play.
Now, one thing that Creek can definitely do is apply pressure of their own. Van Diest and Cooper, again, not taking the cheese on the reverse, doing a great job of making a negative play, putting Grandview behind the sticks now where Creek was the entire first half. Now they're looking at 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. Creek has got the most dominant defense in the state of Colorado, but they look like they were on their heels in that first half. We didn't see a lot of pressure.
2nd and 13. Lamphere from the shotgun. Handoff, no gain. Number 32 again on that tackle, man. He's had a good game, Santino Marchiol.
All over the field as usual, sideline to sideline linebacker. One of the reasons he does have the amount of D1 interest he has. Big, fast, athletic, smart, total package.
Sounds a lot like you.
Other than the fat, well, I could run back in the day. Not so much anymore.
And then other than the smart part too, but he's big like you.
Okay.
He's big.
I can articulate.
Hey, I gave you a compliment.
Hey. I'm good at receiving a compliment or two.
All right, time out here, 8:45 to go. We'll take a break. All right. We're just getting started here in the second half. 14-0. Grandview over Cherry Creek on Stream It Sports. Okay, here we go.
And we're back.
3rd down, 13. Lamphere from the pistol formation. He's got a blitz on him. He's going to hand off to Hayden Bluebaugh, who had a big first half for the Wolves. Short gain, they're going to have to punt.
And again, I know it's a punt, and you know the non-football expert would say, that's a wasted opportunity. I disagree. They're going to flip the field. They're going to pin Creek deep again and put their defense, who's been dominating this football game, back on the field.
Wow, nice punt. Hits down at the 10, takes a Cherry Creek roll down right there about the 14-yard line.
Can I have your attention, please? Jessica,
You can hear the Grandview fans like that punt.
You have your first in the press box.
The percentage of scoring drives from the 15 out are about 12% in the National Football League. So you can imagine what they're like at the high school level. So, you know, tall order for Kaplis and the Cherry Creek Bruins here, once again backed up.
Kaplis wants to throw on
Here
first
they
down,
come.
and there he goes down again.
Oh, man.
Another sack on the play. Number 47 is Colton Smith.
Bringing them from everywhere. If you're a Madden football fan, that's what they call Engage 8 right there. They are bringing the house. Again, if Creek can find a way to protect Kaplis, they've got 5 offensive linemen and 2 guys in the backfield. They got 7 guys protecting, and Grandview's still getting free runners. If they can find a way to protect this young man, they're going to have wide open people in the back end.
He's got no time to throw at all. They're going to blitz again.
And you can just see there, I know there's a penalty, but you can see the aggressive nature of Grandview. Excuse me, a timeout. Number 17, the linebacker for Grandview,
Matt Seba.
Matt Seba, is just assaulting the left or the right guard for Cherry Creek. Number 74, Robert Congle. I mean, look, you can't fake physicality. You either are physical or you're not. And this evening, Grandview is taking Creek's lunch money up front. And that's not something that Dave Logan is going to stand for. Last year, this is the game that propelled Creek towards the state title, and they lost. They were dominated 24-7. Afterwards, they all sat down. They had a player meeting. They had coaches meetings. They said this is not acceptable, and they went on the proper angle and the proper adjustments to win football games and hoist a trophy. Now, it's a new year, and they don't have the same kind of senior leadership they did on the offensive line. James Parker's gone and in college. Bryce's Blair's gone and in college. So again, you've got to find a way to protect your quarterback and keep him upright so you can get some offense going here, because Grandview is just pinning their ears back right now, Rick.
2nd and 17. Looks like they're going to come at him again. They do. Kaplis this time has time, makes the throw, and it's complete at about the 20-yard line.
And that's my point. They've got weapons. Amon Johnson is a monster wide receiver in the state of Colorado. Kaplis has got a gun. He's a great baseball player as well. The kid has got accuracy. He can rope it. You've got to have protection in order to be successful. They protected there. They moved down the field, and now they're in a manageable 3rd down.
3rd down 4 from the 21.
Creek has so many weapons. Got to find a way to utilize everyone.
Kaplis going to throw again. Looks, the ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Luckily was not picked off.
Very, very lucky right there.
Take a look at that one again, see who tipped that ball. Man, look at the rush they're putting on him.
There's number 11, Jamal Curtis, the senior defensive end for Grandview, doing a great job of understanding I'm not going to get there, so my hands are going up, pulling a little Justin James Watt right there. Great play by 11.
Very aggressive defense by Grandview. And so far, Cherry Creek hasn't been able to adjust to it.
Aggressive and smart, which is a deadly combination if you're an offensive player.
This part of the game brought to you by Sports Authority, supporting high school athletics across Colorado. It's good to have them on board. All things sporting goods, Sports Authority. 6:36 to go here in the half. In the game. We're in the second half already. Yeah. 6-0 Strength and Fitness 2 brings you this part of the game. There's only one way to be called part of the Dungeon family. Go to 60strength.com. My partner Matt McChesney's gym, training high school, college, and professional athletes.
The
First down
the
pitch.
launch pad. What a play. I like 35. He's come off the bench in relief. Done a good job of maximizing his opportunities. You see him, no false step, downhill in a hurry. Nice ankle tackle, getting the ball carrier on the ground.
His name is Jack Pesdert, the junior linebacker for Cherry Creek. 2nd and 10, no gain on that play.
And we were speaking about earlier about Grandview's youth. Cherry Creek's got a lot of young sophomores and juniors on their defense and offense as well.
Handoff up the middle for a big gain.
And
First
finishing
down.
the run. Wow. Blue ball lowering the shoulder on a very good player in Barron, number 8 for Creek right there, and getting the first down off of that as well. Barron contacted him 3 yards before the first down, and Blue ball lowers the shoulder, continues the knee drive, and finishes the down and distance for the first down. That's the difference in this game right now. Creek is waiting for things to happen, and Grandview is making them happen.
Blue ball so quick through that line.
Nice
Another
player.
cut and go. Look at that. Man, he's a good-looking running back. Put his left foot down and turned it upfield for about a 5-yard gain.
And you can see Creek's getting pretty frustrated here. A lot of guys getting chippy after the ball's already been spotted and down, you know, hitting players after the play's been done, and that's football. It's what it is. But again, if you can be tough in between the whistles, you don't have to be tough after.
You know, as a former defensive player, nothing worse than having a team run the ball on you.
The absolute most demoralizing thing that can happen to a defense is being assaulted. The way that Stanford did last night against UCLA, Grandview is just beating them up front.
Look at him go.
Wow.
Crosses over the 30-yard line. Very nice run. Patient run by Blue Ball that time. Waited for his blockers to get out in front of him. Look at that block right there.
And look, I've got to give a little bit of love where love is due. Number 52, Carson Mandrell, one of the offensive linemen there for Grandview. He is just a nasty player up there. He's given them a lot of lip on Cherry Creek's side of the ball. 52 is out there nasty right now. I love it. Grandview is dominating the line of scrimmage.
26-yard line now, deep in Cherry Creek territory. Why not give it to him again? Look at this kid run the football now. And as you said, demoralizing for a defense when you can run the ball like this.
And he's not just running the ball. He's finishing. He's finishing on the best player for Cherry Creek, Santino Marculli. He's finishing the runs on Barron. He's finishing every single play. And you can tell Creek is late to the line of scrimmage. They're late lining up. The hands are on the hips. Man, Grandview is really assaulting the Bruins this evening.
Another first down. Blue Ball with the pitch. Cuts it upfield. They got him listed at 175 pounds, which means he probably weighs about 165.
Runs a lot bigger than that.
But he runs a lot bigger than that. Yes, he does.
You can tell he's been in the weight room. That lower body strength is no joke. This young man has got some big-time lower body strength and foot quickness.
And great instincts running the football.
Very patient.
Shows patience.
Blockers.
He's a one cut and go running back, which is what you like to see.
Might need to get him down to the Denver Broncos. He seems to understand the zone scheme here pretty well.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 9. We're very impressed with number 7 here tonight.
Hold your water, big fella. Hold your water. Still, I'd rather say whoa than sick 'em every day.
False start offense. Creek threatened to blitz on that play. They took a look at Santino Marculli, looking like he was going to come up and blitz, and made one of the Grandview linemen jump. Mark it back 5 yards. 2nd down and 14. 3:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Man, this is a fast game here tonight. Once again, blitz. Blue Ball with room on that right side. He gets around the corner, down the sideline, and a touchdown. Nice.
Breaking another tackle. That acceleration to the pylon.
Wow.
Blue Blah's a player, folks. Number 7 came to play tonight.
Watch this kid. Now, Creek blitzes, which leaves that whole right side of the field open. He skips out of that tackle right there, and then too much speed for Cherry Creek.
And look, I'm not trying to pile on Creek right now, but number 99, David Amola, is regarded as one of the top interior defensive lineman in the state of Colorado. If you watch that replay, Grandview has him on the ground with 2 guys on top of him just beating him up. And if you can assault the best player, quote unquote, for Cherry Creek up front like that, watch this, right on over the center. You see 99 just he's on the ground getting blown up, 2 guys on top of him, and they're letting him know, talking down to him right there. He's on the ground. When the Grandview offensive player crosses the pylon, and Mo is still on the ground back there laying there. So look, you want to talk about demoralizing, it doesn't get any worse than that.
Are you surprised how this is going here tonight?
I'm shocked. I'm a little shocked that Grandview's ability to beat up Cherry Creek like this. Creek looks like the game is lost before they even walked on the field. Hopefully the young man here is not hurt too bad. Blue Boss, it looks like he took a shot after he scored low, and we'll see here on the replay if we can get another shot of that, Phil. Thank you very much, sir.
It looks like he's up and walking.
You see here, after he crosses the pylon,
boom.
That's unnecessary. You shouldn't be going low on the young man after he scores.
It should have been a penalty flag.
I don't like to see that. He's already crossed the pylon, 35. 35's
and they go
been
for
doing a great job tonight, but that's pretty dirty, Rick.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a flag called on that. And Blue Ball limping off the field, having himself a great game here tonight.
Let's hope he's not hurt too bad.
This is a kid to keep an eye on. He's only a junior.
Definitely caught my attention, and I'm always evaluating talent in the state of Colorado. You know, being the top 60 list of Mile High Sports Magazine and the All-Colorado team at the end of the year. And I'm telling you, number 31 short on defense for Grandview, and Blue Ball, number 7 right here. These 2 have just popped off the screen this evening, and that's how you know they're real players. If you jump off the film, you can play ball.
Very impressed with Hayden Blue Ball.
And look, if I'm Grandview, with that late hit after he scores, defenseless, I'm pretty PO'd right now.
Well, you look at the replay, he was about probably at least 2 yards into the end zone when he got hit.
And I'm not for one for retaliation or revenge. That's not what this game is about. But
take a look right there.
I mean, that's a blatant.
And he's out of bounds
player,
on top of it.
Out of bounds, hitting him low. That's totally uncalled for, in my opinion. And you know what? If I'm playing offensive or defensive line for Grandview, I'm going to remember that. I'm definitely going to remember that my running back is now on the sideline because of a cheap shot.
And all they have to do is point at the scoreboard where it's 21-0.
Shocking. 3:27 left in the third quarter on Streaming Sports. Number 1 is on upset alert, folks. I'm telling you what, we only bring you the best games here. The Pomona game earlier in the year was outstanding, and now we're bringing you an upset alert here. Number 1 is about to go down. Now, let me tell you about the Colorado Media School. Start your career in video production, sports broadcasting, media sales, or audio production by signing up today. Visit beonair.com. That's beonair.com for the Colorado Media School, a proud sponsor of Streaming Sports on Friday Night Lights.
And thank you to the sponsors that make this game broadcast possible.
Amen. Nothing better than supporting Colorado Preps.
Kind of a shocker here. The number 1 team in the state is down 21-0. Now we have a long ways to go here, but Cherry Creek so far hasn't shown much in this game, and that's what's shocking about it.
I never thought I'd see a Dave Logan team look timid or intimidated. And right now, their offensive line is on their heels. And Coach Schultz is not messing around. If he smells blood in the water, he's going to start sending the house. Hey, Shorts has had one of the best defensive games I've seen anybody have this year. He's put himself on the map, no doubt. 31 as a player.
Not too often you see the number 1 team in the state being dominated, and that's what's happening tonight. They are being dominated by Grandview. 3:27 here in the third quarter, and now they're going to have to start to throw the football. Although they haven't been able to throw, the Grandview pass rush has been so aggressive on quarterback Joe Kaplis. He's had no time to throw the ball here tonight. Got to be very frustrating for this Cherry Creek team and Coach Dave Logan.
Not only now being frustrated, but when they watch this tape, when they go and evaluate this tomorrow, Creek is going to be kicking themselves because everything Grandview is doing, I know they're doing it well, but it is fixable. there are ways to protect, especially when they've got 7 men protecting at times and only 3 men in the route. Wow, another play by Short. 31, I'm telling you what, DeAndre Shorts, number 31, is absolutely dominating this football game.
Look at this kid.
Like I haven't seen anybody dominate a football game since Christian McCaffrey. This is unbelievable. You better find a way to stop 31 or he's single-handedly going to ruin the entire evening.
5'9", 190 linebacker, senior
Spark
linebacker
plug.
DeAndre Shorts, number 31, having himself a game here tonight. Blew through 2 blockers to blow up that play. Yeah, he's playing at a different level here than everybody else on Cherry Creek's team. Kaplis again under pressure, and he's going down again. What a dominating performance by this Grandview defense here tonight.
And look, Cherry Creek this is not acceptable if you're the Cherry Creek Bruins. You are backing up each time you get the football, and they seem to be content running off the field after getting dominated and backpedaling. Kaplis, if you're 15 after hoisting a trophy last year and being the consistent leader on this football team on offense, you better go over there and get on your offensive line. There's nothing wrong with hard leadership. And right now, Creek needs some hard leadership.
They look flat here tonight, and they have from the very beginning of the football game.
Bad punt.
A lot of mistakes
right there.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes tonight by Cherry Creek. They just have looked flat from the very beginning, and Grandview taking advantage of that. And that's taking nothing away from Grandview, who's playing a heck of a game here tonight. But Cherry Creek just doesn't seem to be in this game for some reason.
It's almost as if they remember that last year they were dominated 24-7 by this same very football team, and it's a new year. It's a new opportunity for Cherry Creek, and they came out flat this evening. And not only that, but Grandview is beating up Creek's best players. You know, putting a Mola on the ground and going after Kreft in the passing game and not being afraid of Van Diest on the edge. And Blue Law has just been amazing this evening as well. We hope he's okay.
Looks like he's back in there. And he gets the ball on the right side, has room over the 40, the 45, and crosses over, well, not quite to the 30-yard line. Another good run by the junior, Hayden Bluebaugh.
And you know what? Hats off to the offensive line. William Waleski, number 51, a sophomore offensive lineman, right guard, right tackle. They are just
Look at him seal up that side. Look at him seal that right side off from Cherry Creek.
Seal and kick. Bluebaugh's out running. He came over the sideline. They said, "Hey, you've been kicking butt all night. You want the rest of the night off?" He said, "Hell no. Tape up my ankle and get me back out there. We're eating tonight."
He's just too quick here for this Cherry Creek defense here tonight. 1st and 10. Maybe got a half a yard on that first down play. Minute. Now we're under a minute here in the third quarter, as Grandview is well on their way to a big upset over the #1 team in the state of Colorado and the reigning state champs. Cherry Creek having a rough night here tonight. 42 seconds. Clock is ticking. Pitch back to Bluebaugh. Bluebaugh's going to throw it left-handed. Has a man wide open. Touchdown, Grandview. How about that trick play?
And Kreft, number 1, the outstanding cover corner for Creek, is there, stride and stride. But number 14 for Grandview, big number, Gunnar Lamprey does a great job of high-pointing it, out-muscling the young man, number 1, and scoring another touch. And now we're looking at 28-0.
Watch his throw here. Let's replay that again. Watch Bluebaugh, left-hander, throwing off his back foot under a rush.
What can't he do, Rick?
Look at this. Okay, under a rush, off his back foot. Gets off a throw.
Unbelievable.
For a touchdown.
Unbelievable. The Cherry Creek secondary, eyes in the backfield, because Bluebaugh is just assaulting the line of scrimmage and getting chunk yardage every time he runs the ball. Schultz sees it on the sideline. They run a great toss. The toss mimics exactly what they've been doing all night and having great success. Creek sucks up, and he goes over the top. Bluebaugh's a lefty on a bad ankle, roping it out there. What can't number 7 do? Unbelievable. Number 31 and number 7 and Grandview's offensive line. I'm telling you what, if you could give a game ball, I'd be giving some game balls. This is unbelievable performance. Hats off to Coach Schultz for getting them ready like this.
Look at Coach strutting down the sideline there, man. He's feeling it. Here's that play once again. Blue ball under pressure, wide open at the 5 for a touchdown. You know, when we were walking up here to the stadium, we both were talking, let's hope it's a good game. And
never expected this.
Never thought it would be 28-0. Grandview up on Cherry Creek. This is now turned into a butt kick in here. And I still can't believe what I'm seeing. And I bet Dave Logan can't either.
And look, Coach Logan, look, every football coach, every football player can take a loss, okay? We can all I can take a loss. Coach Logan can take a loss. Capos can take a loss, so on and so forth. What you cannot take is your team quitting, is your team being intimidated, is your team being dominated like they are this evening. You've got to find a way to save some face here. It's not unattainable to score 4 touchdowns if you're Creek. They've got talent.
Hey, man, I tell you what. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. They're going to say he was down.
Guess who that was?
Number 31?
That was number 31.
Yeah,
DeAndre Shorts.
This kid's having the game of his life here tonight.
Right now he's saying, okay, all the scouts came to see Cherry Creek's linebackers. Well, guess what? Everybody knows who number 31 is right now.
That kid can
that
play.
Young man is the best defensive player on the field this evening, hands down.
Yeah, that kid can play. He's feeling it here tonight, and he is building a heck of a film resume just in this game alone here tonight.
And unfortunately, Ashton Riley, number 6, the outstanding running back for Creek, is down on that violent tackle by Shorts. Part of the game. Never like to see that. See him get rolled over here and his leg get caught. That's bad news.
Yep.
Too bad. Shake it off, young man.
Hopefully he's okay.
It's part of the game. That's why these kids work as hard as they do in the weight room, why they should be doing as much as possible to recover. You can go into RX recovery, go into 6-0 strength, making sure that they stay on top of all that. Again, you can't be a halfway athlete, and a lot of these young men understand that, and it's great for them to get a little bit of help off the field. And number 6 played a heck of a game tonight. Very competitive. You hate to see that.
Yep. He can't even put his left foot down on the field.
Too bad. That's really too bad.
Not good. We'll see if they put in Marquise Davis, a guy that we talked about in the pregame show.
Haven't seen a lot of run. Marquise Davis, the transfer from Florida. The first time he touched the ball against Cherokee Trail a couple of weeks ago, he went 94 yards to the house. He's got great elite Division I speed. But, Coach Logan, there's always a method to the madness, so maybe he's saving the young man.
With Riley out, we'll see what they end up doing here. It is 2nd down at 14.
And to be honest, Rick, let's be real. They don't have time to run the ball right now. They shouldn't be running the ball. They need to go out and throw the football down the field, try and get chunk yardage and move this football and get points. They're paramount at the moment.
Number 7, Wyndham in for Riley. Hand off to the fullback for a short gain, and that's going to run out the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
We're going to be coming back to a 3rd down here when the 4th quarter starts.
We'll get a break right here. Shocker here at Legacy Stadium in Aurora, 28-0 Grandview over number 1 Cherry Creek here on Stream It Sports.
They don't have
All
to
right,
play
we're
Grandview
back.
in the playoffs.
We are back.
Wow.
Can a pack of wolves take down a bear? It's happening here tonight.
Looks so. I've never seen a Dave Logan team look intimidated, and that's exactly what I'm looking at this evening.
Third
Here
down
they
and
come.
long. Kaplis throws it up.
Man,
Way overthrown there.
They are single covering everyone. They are press coverage, jamming them in the line of scrimmage, and bringing the house. And Creek picked that up pretty well that time. But if you bring the house, say, 30 times during the game and you get home 28, I'll take it.
That was intended for Dimitri Stanley.
Another third down stop.
Thrown
Another
way
one.
over his head. All right, so here we go. Creek punting again from about their own end zone.
Grandview was close to blocking that one, Rick.
And that's going to be down there at about midfield. Well, you got a favorable Cherry Creek bounce there. About the 42, so great field position again.
And this is an opportunity for Coach Dave Logan to really evaluate and see who on his football team is going to give max effort, is going to sell out and sacrifice for his teammates, and not fold the 10 up tonight. Because they're going to be in more tough games as the season goes on. 5A football this year is deep, just like it was last year. They're going to have to deal with Valor. They're going to have to deal with Columbine. They're going to have to deal with Pomona again, and they're going to have to deal with Grandview again down the road. So again, you need to find out who's really here to be part of this, because you find out a lot about your football team when things are going bad, and that's what's happening tonight for Cherry Creek.
Lamphere,
Man.
blue ball,
Ball carried by number 7, Hayden Bluebell.
4-yard gain. Keep in mind last year, Grandview put a whipping on Cherry Creek last year,
Yep.
and Cherry Creek went on to win the state championship. So
Also true.
that could happen again this year as well.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Cherry Creek has a
Second.
very good football team with a lot of talent out there, a lot of D1 players on that team. This is pretty surprising what's happening here tonight.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm not shocked that Grandview's winning. I'm shocked that they're dominating the way that they are. The defensive line for Cherry Creek is elite, and Grandview is literally walking to the second level on almost every, right here again. He's not being contacted until 11 yards down the field right there.
Oh,
And
look at
there's a late hit out of bounds.
On blue ball
you
again.
see the frustration bubbling over here for Cherry Creek.
Yeah, and he was a good 2-3 steps out of bounds. Watch it right here. Yeah, they hit him a couple yards out of bounds.
And show the replay again, and again, focus on the middle of the defense. Big number 99, David Amola, on the ground, again, dominated by a double team. When you're taking your stud nose tackle, the guy that's supposed to be the catalyst and force in the middle, and putting him on the ground every play, it's demoralizing for everybody behind him. The linebackers are watching this.
Yeah, this is not a fluke here tonight.
No,
where
not at all.
This is not a game where, Cherry Creek's got a bunch of turnovers and there's been some lucky plays. This has been absolutely total domination by Grandview.
This is scheme and execution, and not being scared of your opponent in any way, shape, or form.
Blue ball, look at that. One cut and go.
Unbelievable. Number 6, and look, it's a 1-yard gain, but another back would try and extend that to the sideline instead of taking what he can get. And that's really the point here. I'm watching Cherry Creek, and we are watching Cherry Creek every time they get the ball, attempt to make the play. Whereas Grandview is just making plays. They're making whatever play is there, they're taking, and it's working out for them big time.
2nd and 10. Hand off to the fullback that time.
Another missed tackle in the backfield, this one by Evan Michaels, and another 8-yard pickup off the missed tackle.
Nice gain there on 2nd down.
See Cherry Creek getting up real slow, number 24, Reed Weber right there, the senior safety. As Blue Bob ran through his tackle as well, 24 seems to be shaken up. Probably need to get that young man off the field.
3rd and 5. The timeout on the field.
Never want to see any of these young men get hurt. They do work their butts off, and they're sacrificing a lot to be out there.
Reed Weber walking off under his own power, which is good.
And look, Creek has played really hard tonight. I'm not questioning effort at all. I am saying that Grandview looks like they have killer instinct to me right now, and Creek looks like they're being hunted. And usually when you're being hunted, you tend to run fast and show great effort, but everything seems to be a little sloppy as well.
Clock's running again, 9:55 to go here in the football game. 3rd and 5. Lamphere rolls to his right and throws in the end zone. Oh, he had a man open too. Underthrew him.
And that's the beauty of the bootleg and the rollout, Rick. They've been doing such a great job of hammering Creek with the run game and blue ball that every time they bootleg, the quarterback has a chance to throw the ball and release it. A little bit more air under that, and that's another touchdown. The wide receiver definitely had a step.
He also had a receiver wide open at about the 10-yard line. There wasn't a Cherry Creek player within about 8 yards of him. Watch this on the replay. We don't have time to show it.
Yeah,
all right,
there
here we
you
go. Look at that guy. There was a guy running there free at the 10-yard line. If he could have got him the ball, he would have walked into the end zone. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Blue ball. It's going to be stopped short. And a hard tackle there by Zach Wood. I'm sorry, Santino Marchiol.
And Grandview will give the ball back, and I don't really think that they're that upset about it, to be completely honest. They wanted to run 4 minutes off the clock, and they got about 2.5 down. So it just trot the defense back out there. You know that Cherry Creek needs to throw the football in order to get back in the football game, and they've had immense problems trying to cover up all the gaps on the inside. So expect Grandview and Shorts, number 31, to attack again. Here they come.
If Cherry Creek has any hope at all, they need to get a quick touchdown here. They go to the air. Kaplis is picked off. Picked off there at the 25-yard line. Number 15, that is Marcus Lawrence, senior defensive back. Watch Kaplis' eyes the entire time. Jump that route.
Kaplis is staring down his receiver. The receiver is obviously running a sticks route, nice comeback route. He runs 10 yards, he runs 12 yards, 2 yards past the sticks, he puts his foot in the ground. And the difference here is Lawrence, number 15, the corner, attacked the ball, and number 9 waited for it. And if you wait for the football on comeback routes, it's going to get picked off, especially when the quarterback stares down the receiver. And now Grandview's got a chance to go put the nail in this coffin.
Ball at the 27 with 9:32 to go in the game. Grandview with a commanding lead, 28-0.
Dominating performance.
Fullback Reyna with the carry. Breaks out of a couple tackles. No gain on the play. Maybe even lost a yard. You know, a game like this can be very demoralizing and humbling, and most football teams will go one way or the other. They're either going to get better from this, I'm talking about Cherry Creek, or this could really derail the entire season.
They're showing a lot of tendency weaknesses. So anybody that can scheme up and actually study tape, they're going to see a lot of things that you can beat Cherry Creek at, and that's really the point here.
Blue ball, tackled, maybe got a yard on the play. Blue ball has had a lot of carries in this game here tonight, and has really worn down this Cherry Creek defense. Clock running, 8:25 to go in the game. Grandview more than happy to let the seconds tick off here.
And I want to give some love to the Big Uglies up front from Grandview. No one ever gives the Big Uglies any love, and that's my job being an ex-Big Ugly. Schultz, 55, Mardell, 52, Lund, 50, Moss, 62, and 61 Moreno have absolutely dominated this football game. Hats off to you, young men.
On 3rd and 11, they get thrown for a loss there. Quarterback kept it himself, and it's going to be 4th down.
Again, Grandview more than happy to take a negative play, run 4 plays, give them back the ball, or even pooch punt this and try and get it out of bounds inside the 10, and you're giving them even a harder boat to row up this stream. Being down 28 with the clock ticking away and no chance of getting the football back, this is an uphill climb, no doubt, for the Bruins.
And they're going to go for it on 4th down. Why not?
As they should.
Yep. Complete.
Wow,
down to the
what
20,
a play.
15, 10, 5-yard line. What a play on 4th down for Grandview.
And I love it. The guy that gets the pick and makes the play on defense They insert him on offense. They clear it out with the 2 wide receivers, run a nice little wheel route with Lawrence. He is wide open in the middle of the field. Again, the Cherry Creek defenders have all their eyes in the backfield on the quarterback in blue ball. 15, Lawrence makes a play, and they're inside the 10-yard line. Unbelievable play call.
First and goal from the 8-yard line.
Watch out for number 7. Here he comes.
Short gain for blue ball. Clock running, 6:50.
So tough. You can just see him. He's down there writhing in pain with that ankle.
Yep, he's hurt.
And I know how the young man feels. I've had 6 left ankle reconstructions. But look, I can't say enough about the stones on number 7. He has just played his butt off tonight. He came back in injured. He made huge play. He threw a 50-yard touchdown pass on one leg. A rope.
Easily the player of the game for Grandview on the offensive side of the ball. DeAndre Shorts on the defensive side of the ball,
Mr.
dominating.
Everything. Mr. Universe over there. Shorts is making me happy. I love it.
Yeah. Blue ball is being helped to the bench and limping pretty heavily as they take him back. Good game, young man. 2nd down and 8.
Wow, look, I'm just unbelievable.
Number 27, Alex Reyna, the fullback on that carry.
Cedric Moreno, number 61, the right tackle right there. Evan Michaels, number 55, made the play, 8 yards down the field. 61 blocked the defensive end, locked up, inside hand placement, and drove him down the field 7 yards before Michaels made the play. It is just, it's unbelievable finish and want on the part of the Grandview offensive line. I love seeing it.
3rd and goal from the 4-yard line for Grandview. Handoff for a short gain again.
Nice play by 55, Evan Michaels right there, doing a good job of staying square on his squeeze and wrapping up the ball carrier before he could get to the 2nd level. You know, hats off to Creek for continuing to battle and play hard. I haven't seen anybody hang it up or quit yet. And you wouldn't expect that from a Dade Logan coach football team either.
Good point. There's no quit in Cherry Creek. They're just being outplayed here tonight. 4th and goal. They're going to go for a field goal, spotted at about the 10-yard line.
Kicker's got some fast shoes, Rick.
He looks fast with those shoes,
Very
doesn't he?
fast.
A high snap, and that's going to be blocked. It's picked up by Creek, and he may take it all the way. He's going to.
And guess who that is? That's number 26, Marquise Davis right there.
There he is.
Play.
Yeah, there's
First time
Marquise
he touches
Davis.
the ball, he happens to go 95 yards for a touchdown.
Like, where has he been all night? Well, there he is.
Too good of a player not to keep on the field. Again, the first time he touched the ball against Cherokee Trail, he went 94 yards for a touch. Right now, get a great block of the field goal. 26 picks it up and takes it to the crib. Marquise Davis with the lone score for Cherry Creek.
Penalty flag thrown on that play. See what's happened here.
If it's a block behind the ball, Coach Logan is about to pull every hair on his head out. Hey, Marquise Davis is not going to get caught by anybody on the field. He's 30 yards in front of everyone, and you're trying to win the game with one play again, and it turns into a monumental mistake and probably takes points off the board.
Let's see what the call is here. Sideline warning.
We also have a personal foul. Unnecessary reference to the blindside blocker number 17 of the kicking team. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Okay. A touchdown for Cherry Creek. So they finally get on the board on a blocked field goal with 5:49 to go in this football game. Now, it would take a miracle for them to get back in this football game with this amount of time left.
I'm just saying right here from my bird's eye view here from doing my job as a color commentator, Marquise Davis needs the football. The one time he touches it, he makes a play. Against Cherokee Trail, touches it, makes a play. The young man is a playmaker, and the fact that he has not gotten the ball up to this point, it's an indictment on the game plan, in my opinion, a little bit. And look, if you've listened to our pregame show, it's hashtag the truth, folks. We're not up here pulling punches. This is not a blue ribbon league.
Blocked extra point. But you're right. We talked about him in the pregame and wondered the whole game, like, where is he? Where's Marquise?
The first time you see him, he makes a monumental play and puts Creek on the board. So I would put 26 in the backfield and give him the rock and see what he can do with remaining with the 5:48 they have on the play clock.
Why not?
Why not?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
30-yard penalty on the kickoff. Lawrence getting an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
There you go.
A little bit of gab.
We're going to take a look at that one, or we're going to take a break? Looks like we're going to take a break. All right, 5:49 to go in the game. 28-6, Grandview over Cherry Creek on Stream It Sports.
Hey, show Neil the
We're back?
penalty.
All right. 5:49 to go here in this football game. Cherry Creek finally gets on the board on a blocked field goal.
Look where they're kicking off from. Do you get points for this field goal?
Kicking off from the 30-yard line. Very unusual.
My man Neil Devlin's in the house up here. The absolute very best at covering Colorado preps for years and years.
36.
How many?
36.
Really?
Yeah.
36 years. Wow.
Wow.
85.
Hats off
You must
to
have
Neil
been
Devlin.
like about 8 when you started. 12. Yeah. Yeah, 2.
Speaking of quality mustaches, Neil Devlin's mustache.
Oh.
Right up there.
Wait a
There
minute.
you go. They're making plays.
Wait a minute.
Making plays. Onside kick. They pick up the
Oh,
onside
man.
and take it back to the 1-yard line. Number 88, Anthony Martinez, usually the tight end for this football team, on the hands team, picking up the ball and taking it in. What a play. And Creek's all of a sudden back in the football game. Game's not over,
Are you
Grandview. Gotta
kidding
keep
me?
playing, folks.
Are you kidding
Wow,
me?
what a
Ball at the
play.
1-yard line, they're saying, but come on.
Dave Logan.
Really?
The masterful coaching of Mr. Dave Logan, unbelievable.
Crazy.
Look, he takes advantage of Grandview's boneheaded play. You know, Lawrence gets a personal foul. They got 30 yards of penalty, and Logan says, "Hey, we're down by 22 points. We might as well go out here and try an onside. What do we have to lose?" And all of a sudden, they're back in the football game.
Handoff. Touchdown, Cherry Creek.
And here we go. Number 7, Trey
Wyndham.
Wyndham,
Yep.
excuse me. Trey Wyndham getting in there, the big power back for Creek. And all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game here with 5:49. We're thinking the nail's been put in the coffin. And Marquise Davis takes back a blocked field goal for 6. We get an onside kick that Martinez takes back to the 1. Wyndham
my
pounds it in.
goodness.
And if they get the 2-point, we're within 2 scores, and this ball game's real.
Just a couple of minutes ago, I
Wow.
said it would take more than a miracle for Cherry Creek to get back in this game. And we've had pretty much back-to-back miracles.
Water to wine.
Yep, 28-12. And crazy finish to this football
I dig
game
it,
here.
man.
And plenty of time left. 5:43 to go.
Cherry Creek is out here dipping it in the soup.
Pitch back. Oh, he came up short. That was Curtis Appleton.
Number 3, they just keep running in tailbacks.
And where's Marquise Davis?
Again,
Really?
the guy that made you the play is not on the field. And look, I'm not going to sit here and question Dave Logan. He's an accomplished head coach. He's got to have his reasons. But, you'd have to be blind not to know that 26 has got wheels.
Wow, what a crazy fourth quarter we've had here. 5:43, 28-12.
And this is why you got to love Colorado high school football, folks. You never know what's going to happen.
Grandview has completely dominated this football game up to about the last minute
And
of this game.
That's the beauty of having playmakers, which Creek does. You can still play terrible. I guarantee you that they're going to be sitting in the film room tomorrow going, "We played awful everywhere. Everyone played terrible. Everyone gets a negative, so on and so forth." But they make another play, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-score game, Rick. I mean, this is phenomenal effort and try by Creek not to fold the tent.
Think about that. Grandview was kicking a field goal, an easy field. Oh, here we go again. And Grandview gets it.
And Lawrence, number
Wow.
15, again, making a big play. We've been calling 15's name here a lot at the end of the ball game.
So Grandview was about to kick a very makeable field goal to go up 31-0. It gets blocked and ran in for a touchdown. Then Cherry Creek with an onside kick down to the 1-yard line. They go in on the first play for a touchdown, and we have a football game, 28-12 right now. 5:41 to go.
And now this Creek defense, the bona fide defense that it is, they've got to make a play. They need a turnover. They need a strip sack. They need something. Somebody's got to go out there and make a big football play.
Blue ball's out of the game, by the way.
It doesn't, and guess who that is? I think that's 31, folks.
They did put DeAndre Shorts in there at tailback, and looks like he can run the football too.
Shorts is getting in on the action on offense as well. Number 31 has been absolutely dominant. Best player on the field by far on both sides of the ball, in my opinion. I mean, this young man comes in and gets a 6-yard carry right off the bat. On defense, he's been phenomenal, like a little spark plug. I love it.
So blue ball out, DeAndre Shorts, who's dominated on defense, now in at tailback.
And hats off to the offensive line. You could put Coach Schultz back there right now, and he'd get 5 yards running behind those big uglies.
Whoa. Cherry Creek on the blitz. Shorts hit before he even got the ball.
Creek giving Grandview a little bit of their own medicine, starting to attack the A-gaps themselves, showing off the aggressive nature of their defense. Number 35. Pesdert getting back there, making a good play.
Played a good game. Clock running.
Better late than never.
It's okay with Grandview. 4:33. 3rd down and 8. Would expect them to keep the ball on the ground here. Last thing they can afford here is a turnover. Pitch back to Shorts, looking for some room. Cuts it upfield for a gain of maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to have to punt. And we got a timeout on the field.
Nice rangy play by 32. Santino, how do you say his last name?
Marchiol.
I'm sorry, I'm tired of saying it wrong. Santino Marchiol making another great play, showing off his range. Pretty excited afterwards after the ankle tackle. Looking at 4th down. 4 minutes left in the ball game.
Thank you, Sports Authority, supporting high school athletics across Colorado. Sports Authority, all things sporting good, helping to bring you this broadcast tonight here on Stream It Sports. Rick Lewis here with you, and Matt McChesney. We are witnessing a dominating performance by Grandview, and Cherry Creek trying to come back here, 28-12. About 4 minutes to go.
See there at the bottom of the screen, throwing up our Twitter handles. You can always follow us for good information at @1RickLewis for the master over here, and at 60 Strength for your boy. You got to spell that out.
Good
Great
punt. Good punt. Goes out of bounds about the 8. There's a penalty flag thrown.
Couldn't ask for anything more from your punter this evening. Grandview's punter has been an absolute field position wizard this evening for the Wolves.
Other than those 2 plays, it's been all Grandview.
And those are almost fluke plays. You know, the blocked field goal, you're a little late on the hold, and the kicker pauses a little bit before he kicks. It gives Cherry Creek a little bit of an angle to get the ball, and Davis picks it up and takes it to the house. And then the great heady play call by Coach Logan, pulling a Sean Payton, and the onside when you weren't expecting it. So, you know, that's coaching and playmakers. But from a schematic standpoint, Rick, from a play calling standpoint, it has been total domination by Grandview, no doubt about it.
Legal hands to the face. So offsetting penalties, it looks like.
D-Mac's really working hard tonight, though.
He is. He's done a good job tonight, D-Mac. A busy man.
He is. He's everywhere.
All right, 1st and goal. Where are they going to spot this here? It looks like about the 7, 8 yard line. On that far hash. Well, Cherry Creek's got their work cut out for them here. 4 minutes to go in this football game. 28-12. They need a quick strike. Trying to see who they have in at running back. Looks like Wyndham's in there at running back for Cherry Creek. Kaplis throws complete at the 10-yard line. Short of the first down.
Amon Johnson, big number 12 for Cherry Creek, getting in on the action.
And the clock is a major factor now. 3:44, 3:43.
If I'm Creek, I'm moving a lot faster than they're moving right now. Walking to the line of scrimmage. Might want to call 2 play calls in the huddle so you're not burning time.
Kaplis throws off the hands of number 14, Dimitri Stanley.
Again, if you're going to get hit anyway, you might as well catch the football. Stanley hearing footsteps of number 31 Shorts, who's roaming the field this evening like a true savage.
But a good throw by Kaplis, too, hit him right in the hands.
Expected to catch that football, and he would have had room to run as well. The defender was on his backside hip.
Clock stopped on the incompletion, 3:26.
Here they come again.
Kaplis drops back, has time. Now he's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Gang tackle sacked as well. You've got 7 Grandview Wolves, a pack of hungry wolves, all mauling a bear.
4th and up. Okay, well, Grandview giving them another chance here.
Penalty on
penalty.
15, Lawrence, who's played a phenomenal football game this evening, but has also been caught for some pretty bonehead penalties.
So Cherry Creek still has a little bit of hope here.
Still breathing.
Need to score pretty fast, though. They'd need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, an onside kick, and then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Stanley drops the ball again. Took a big hit there, that time in the back. Getting up slowly.
Number 22 for Grandview just laid the wood right there. Raylan Clay, the senior defensive back, 5'8", 160. Doing a great job of not targeting, not going high, not projecting himself through the runner, but just putting his shoulder in the lower back of Stanley, wrapping him up, taking him to the ground. Good, clean hit. Grandview asserting their will. Really, really dominant football team, very physical.
2nd and 10, 3:08 to go. Kaplis throws, incomplete on the far sideline.
And you can tell Kaplis is tired of getting hit. He's pitter-patter with his feet right now. He's getting rid of the football. He's staring down his receivers. And when quarterbacks are missing high, it means that they're not setting low. There's no foundation to throw from. A lot of it is through your feet, through your knees, through your hips, through your core, and out through the ball. And if that ball's sailing high like it has been here throughout the second half, you can tell that Kaplis is looking at the rush and then the receiver.
3rd and 10 from the 21. Shotgun, Kaplis throws down the field and overthrows his receiver. 2:58 now.
And the pass rush right there by the right defensive end on the left tackle was absolutely dominant. 74 for Cherry Creek was just getting dominated. Let me tell you about the Colorado Media School. Start your career in video production, sports broadcasting, media sales, or audio production by signing up today. Visit beonair.com. That's beonair.com for more details for the Colorado Media School on Friday Night Lights on Stream It Sports.
All right, 4th and 10 here. Kaplis throwing incomplete, way over the head of his receiver. And they're going to turn the ball over on downs. And, boy, that should pretty much do it here for Grandview.
Grandview go out, get a first down, take a knee.
Yep.
Successful senior night. Wow, what a ball game. What a game plan by Coach Schultz and his staff. The hats off to the players for going out and just dominating the line of scrimmage and being more physical, playing with great effort, and really taking care of details. You haven't seen a lot of penalties from Grandview. You haven't seen a lot of turnovers. You haven't seen missed tackles. On the other side of the ball, you're seeing countless penalties, countless missed tackles, and a ton of missed opportunities to be successful on the offensive line. Cherry Creek's offensive line just got torn up this evening by Grandview's defensive front, and more importantly, DeAndre Shorts, who proved that he's one of the top defensive players in the state of Colorado, no doubt.
And a penalty on Grandview. And also props to Coach Dave Logan keeping his team in their heads in this game.
Yes, sir.
They were down 28-0 and really being dominated. They were about to go down 31-0. And we're able to climb back in here and make it interesting here in the fourth quarter. No quit in the Cherry Creek football team.
And look, this evening just shows us a good thing, parity in 5A. Everybody's got a loss. No one's perfect. No one's unbeatable. It just, you know, Columbine continues to roll. I'd be interested to see what they did against Pomona this evening, you know, with a physical Andy Lowry football team against, you know, an incredibly physical Pomona team led by Coach Madden. The 5A division, again, is just loaded. And I can't wait for the playoffs. The playoffs in the 5A division are going to be outstanding again this year. It gives Cherry Creek something to fix now, Rick. It gives them something to practice, something to sew up, and really get to find out who's out here to get better as a football team.
You want to stay in bounds, and he does. We've got a score here. Pomona 28, Columbine 21 in the third quarter.
Pomona sitting at 4-2. Columbine sitting at 6-0 and undefeated. Columbine's loaded with talent from Dylan Goodman, big offensive lineman, JT Gentry, Mikey Greibel, Jackson Block, big defensive end. You know, in Pomona, obviously, you got guys like Jake Moretti and Elijah Leve, Cameron Gonzalez. You know, another stacked, very physical football team. So I expect, you know, if I had to pick 4 teams to finish out the season, I'd have to say Grandview, Cherry Creek. You can't go without Valor, and most likely Columbine or Pomona. Those are probably the top 5 or 6 teams in the 5A division in my guesstimation.
Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Oh, my. Okay, well, Grandview wants to make it an interesting ending, apparently.
Trying to give it away.
Really trying to keep people watching this football game.
Van Diest doing a great job of getting in the backfield and forcing the fumble. And if Santino Marcoli wouldn't have fallen on the ball, Cooper, number 25, definitely could have scooped and scored right there. A missed opportunity to maybe get 6, but you got a turnover. You got a minute 20 left. Weirder things have happened.
Absolutely. It almost seems like Grandview's lost focus right after that blocked field goal. They don't look the same since then.
Can't celebrate early. You haven't
Kaplis.
beat the state champ yet.
Incomplete. Kaplis on his back again. Yeah, they seem to have lost their focus and their edge. Up 28-0, that can happen.
And Grandview's, they're not holding back. They're not on their heels by any means. They're still attacking. But you're not human, and especially the kids down here. They short attention spans. Most high school kids that I deal with, at least. So you can't help but look at the scoreboard and feel good about yourself.
Minute 17 in the game. Kaplis throws complete.
DeAndre Shorts just absolutely leveled Joe Kaplis on that pass. I know it was a completion, but watch 31 finish. Right there, Kaplis is going down again.
But Kaplis hung in there and made the completion.
Great throw by 15, stepping into it.
Took a big shot.
He's going to be needing that ice tub tomorrow.
Complete. Nope, it looked like he dropped that one. Kaplis, tough kid. Reigning state champion quarterback from last year.
And number 9, Owens, and number 14, Stanley, have dropped about 4 or 5 balls between the two of them. You got to catch the football, especially when your quarterback's taking shots the way he is. You're just compounding the problem.
1 minute to go. Complete at the 45. Stanley, did he go out of bounds? He should have. But
Stayed in bounds and was tackled. Stanley shows great burst when he gets the ball in his hands, but again, you have to secure the catch and then use your athletic ability, not vice versa. Got 52 seconds, 51, 50, as Kaplis spikes the ball and goes over to get a little direction from Coach Dave Logan.
I mean, we've seen strange things in calling football games and watching football games. They would need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions just to tie the game.
We would need a Christmas miracle at this
It
point.
would be pretty amazing. There's 49 seconds to go in the game. It'd be interesting to see him score, though, to see what happens. Joe Kaplis, this time he has time, guns the ball over the head of his receiver at about the 22.
And if you're overthrowing Amon Johnson, who's 6'3" and can jump through the roof, you are really overthrowing your receiver. Again, the ball's floating high. Kaplis not setting his feet. He's getting hit a lot, especially in the chest. He's being put in his back. It's, you know, it's human nature to not want to get hit in the chest again. The ball's floating high for that reason.
Coach Logan called his quarterback over to the sideline. Had some advice for him here on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, hold on. We're going for a ride.
28-12. The blitz is on. They're
Here they
Shorts,
come again.
and he completes it. Down about the 30-yard line. Man, DeAndre Shorts is having himself a game.
And if these two teams play again, I'd like to see the tight ends for Cherry Creek utilized a little bit more. Yeah, 88 Martinez is a big physical player, nice target down the middle in between the seams. And Dante Spracco. Dante Spracco is a highly recruited young man, number 10 for Cherry Creek, transferred a couple times, found a home here with Coach Logan. And he's only a junior, and he can play quarterback, he can play defensive end, he can play 3 technique, he could even play offensive line for Creek. And he might need to go try a little tackle, honestly, based off what I saw this evening. But number 10 is a versatile athlete. You'd think that they would want to get him more involved in the game plan, in my opinion. And hopefully down the road he does get some balls thrown to him, because he is an absolute weapon for the Cherry Creek Bruins.
34.5 seconds on 4th down here. This will be it. This is for the game right here.
You're watching number 1 fall here on Stream of Sports, ladies and gentlemen. This does not happen very often.
Kaplis this time, plenty of time, completes it for the 1st down.
And there's another number 12, Amon Johnson. He's a matchup nightmare. You didn't see him really getting into the game plan until the very end of the game. Marquise Davis, number 26, electrifying player. You saw him on an 85, 86-yard blocked kick return for a touchdown, and he hasn't touched the ball since. So there's some definite adjustments that need to be made here from a game plan perspective if you're Coach Logan. Finding a way to utilize all your athletes, but not overdoing it. You've got so many playmakers. I think now they're trying to spread the ball to everyone instead of just relying on 4 or 5 workload players that can really handle this as they continue down the season, Rick.
And not like Kaplis has had a lot of time to get the ball
No, not at all.
to his wide receivers. He's been under a big rush.
Shoot up.
And hit again.
Man!
And
Guess
there he
who?
is. There he is.
Guess who?
Number 31. He's unblockable in this game.
Unbelievable. DeAndre Shorts closing the casket
Wow.
and hammering in the nail.
All right,
Telling you.
they're gonna call a penalty, I think.
Man.
They may call a taunting penalty on Shorts. He kind of stood over Kaplis there for a second.
I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I'll take the 15, DeAndre. You get the 15 there. It's okay.
You're gonna give that to him, yeah.
Your play this evening, you're
Yeah.
allowed to get a personal foul.
He has played his butt off tonight.
Unbelievable football player. 3? He said three fouls?
Okay. Yep. There you go. So they did call that on Shorts. Personal foul. Probably they felt like he was taunting Kaplis.
The no fun league, apparently.
15-yard penalty. That's pretty
No fun.
tough one to call that. I mean, yeah, he did briefly stand over him
Well,
and
that's
celebrated,
what happens.
but
When you sack someone,
Yeah.
you have to stand up and you're going to be over him. Gee, sorry for being excited.
All right, so Kaplis under pressure again, throws incomplete. But yeah, like you said, you'll give him that 15-yarder. He's played such a good game here tonight.
Still, they got to finish it out. Got to finish it out. This is a dominating performance. You don't want it to be 28-19.
He's creating an end-of-game recap.
Okay, gotcha. 12 seconds to go.
Dual protectors again for Creek.
And I thought he almost got in for a touchdown there. It's going to be the one.
There's your red zone monster, Amon Johnson. You've seen him here at the end of the game. The last 5 minutes, they've been throwing the ball consistently. What did they do for the first 43 minutes? That's what I'm saying. 43 minutes of Amon Johnson one-on-one. You got to take that if you're Dave Logan and Cherry Creek. Hopefully down the road, they get big man the ball more because he is an absolute weapon.
First and goal from the 1 with 6 seconds to go. Down 28-12. They're going to run the ball. That's Wyndham in for a touchdown. Well, you know what? If you just tuned in, you'd think, wow, this is a good game. It really hasn't been close, folks. It was 28-0 Grandview. They were about to kick a field goal to make it 31-0. That field goal was blocked and then run back for a touchdown by Marquise Davis. And since then, Cherry Creek has scratched and clawed their way back into this football game with 2 seconds to go.
And if you're Cherry Creek, you've got to watch this tape and go, look, we played this terrible and we're only going to lose by 8 to 10 points. So it gives them some hope for down the road, because I would not be surprised at all, folks, if you see these two teams playing in the Final Four of the 5A division or in the state title game at Sports Authority.
Yeah, credit to Cherry Creek and their coaching staff for keeping them in this football game. Kaplis throws, complete, 2-pointers good to Johnson. Looked like a push-off there by Johnson, but they didn't call it.
And a matchup nightmare. Creek has the athletes to play in this football game. I don't think that they really utilize their players very well at the beginning of it, though. For the first 3 quarters of this ball game, you didn't hear Davis's name. You didn't hear Amon Johnson. All you heard was Shorts and Bluba. And folks, those two are my player of the game. DeAndre Shorts and Bluba were absolute animals this evening on the Stream It Sports Friday Night Lights game of the week.
Totally agree. And as we said, it almost seemed like Cherry Creek was flat in this game from the very beginning. They were never really in this football game until about midway through the fourth quarter.
Not ready to play.
And now at 28-20, they're in the game with 2 seconds to go.
Interesting to see what happened to Stephen O'Malley, too, the fantastic Will linebacker for Cherry Creek. Went out of the game in the second quarter. We haven't seen him since. I know he's battling a shoulder, so hopefully he's okay moving forward.
Maybe another onside kick miracle here. Let's see what they got.
It's what it's going to take.
This is for the game right here. It's fumbled by Grandview. Hit him right in the hands, but it looks like Grandview picked it up, and they did, and that's the football game.
Ball game, folks.
Congratulations to the Grandview Wolves, who did it again. They beat Cherry Creek again, 28-20. The game wasn't nearly that close as the score. Grandview dominates, beating Cherry Creek. There's Coach Logan and Coach Schultz meeting at midfield. Logan with kind of a funny smile on his face there. Like,
not happy.
Yeah, that wasn't good, was it?
That is not going to be a pleasant meeting, and it's not going to be a pleasant day tomorrow for the Cherry Creek Bruins. But hail to the victors. Grandview comes out, dominates the #1 team in the state. And if you're a Grandview Wolf, you've got to walk in to the locker room and know that we can compete with anybody, and there's no reason why they can't hoist a trophy on December 1st at Sports Authority. One hell of an effort by Grandview.
Watching some of the big plays here for Grandview. Boy, Bluebaugh had a great game for them running the football.
Unbelievable effort. Watch this.
And then watch the throw.
On one leg, left-handed, right in the breadbasket, and Kreff could not make the play to keep him out of the end zone. The fantastic onside kick call here by Dave Logan. Very heady.
It's a great call. Recovered at the 1 yard line for Cherry
Martinez
Creek.
doing a great job of picking it up.
Wow. exciting ending.
Absolutely. The fourth quarter was amazing. The first 3 quarters were an absolute slugfest by Grandview, absolutely dominating. That offensive line for Grandview, those 5 players, all right, those guys, let me give you their names again. Tackle Alex Schultz, guard Carson Mardell, center Coleth Lund, guard Robert Moss, and tackle Cedric Moreno. Hats off to you, Big Uglies. You guys absolutely dominated as well. Just a great performance by Grandview.
So number 1 goes down. Cherry Creek, no longer the number 1 team in the state of Colorado. Grandview came in at number 9. You're going to see them make a big jump in the polls next week. And as you said, Matt, it wouldn't be surprising to see these 2 teams meet in this state championship. 28-20, the final score here on Stream It Sports. My name is Rick Lewis, and Matt McChesney, my partner. You can hear us Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, our Denver Broncos pregame show on 103.5 The Fox here in Denver, Colorado. 9 o'clock will be on the air for The Truth, the pregame show for the Denver Broncos. We thank you for watching here tonight, and we'll be at it again next week here on Stream It Sports. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you next week on Stream It Sports.